I'm dragging you all down to the basement. Hello, Echo. Welcome to the basement.
Oh my, hello. Hi,
I have dragged
everyone.
down a gummy worm to the basement. This is the first time I've had a gummy VTuber down here. So, you know, chat, please keep in mind if you get hungry that she is not a snack, okay? This is not the movie theaters. You guys need to behave yourselves. Do not nom on the guest, okay, chat? Only I can do
Try
that.
telling them that.
Yeah.
Try telling them that. I've told them 1,000 times.
I'm trying, but you know how chat is. They don't like to listen, so.
So good to be here. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to have you. You're honestly the most colorful VTuber I've had on yet. So thank you for bringing color to this dark and dreary basement that chat continues to cover in dirt and shit and blood. I appreciate you brightening up the place because they don't know how to take care of it. So thank you.
Is that why the seat is sticky? Is that what that's
yeah.
about? Or is that something that's...
You can add more stick to it, you know, some gummy stickiness, but I cannot explain what substance that is from chat. You might have to ask them. I'm kind of afraid to ask, so I apologize. Can you please tell chat a little bit about yourself, just in case they live under a rock or maybe live in a basement and they don't know who you are?
Hello, my name is Echo. I'm a sticky little gummy mom from another solar system, and I like to play horror games primarily. Although recently I have been getting into like retro stuff. I'm super excited to be here. I'm a little nervous because you know, I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little baby. But yeah, that's me summed up.
She's also a piss worm, chat. She forgot to tell you that part, but I'll let you know. All right, so let's get started. I always start off by asking my victims, I mean my guests, about how they first got into horror. Just a little a background, just a little taste of how you fell down this terrible rabbit hole and wound up in my basement. I want to ask about your earliest memory of horror, and you know, were you scared or did it just instantly draw you in forever and you were just doomed from the start? How did it go for you?
So, I am a very, very early horror gamer. A little, some might say a little too early, and I think that those people are wrong. See, my parents are both horror gamers. I come from a long, I come from a lineage of horror gamers.
What's funny though is that all the other guests that I've had on, by the way, have said that they started as a child as well because their parents exposed them to horror super early. So you seem to have like the universal experience. Like I'm the odd one out. I'm like, oh, I played horror as an adult, but you guys were just right on the ball, and I wish I was.
Yeah. The first experience I have with horror wasn't necessarily me playing horror games, but I definitely remember watching my dad play horror games. It used to be like a family thing, actually. He used to play Silent Hill mostly. Silent Hill is my favorite. This is a recurring theme. Silent Hill is my favorite series. My dad used to play it and we would watch, and my mom would like do all the puzzles. So it was like a family thing. We'd all sit down as a family. Instead of like having like Monopoly game night, we would have like Silent Hill game night. And we would, like,
it's like a family. It's like a collab.
Yeah, like my first collab was with
your family. Do you remember being scared by it at all, or were you just like, oh hell yeah, like I'm into it, let's go?
I don't remember being scared of Silent Hill. I was very afraid of the original Fatal Frame. There's something about like the walking around in that house and the jump scares from the ghosts were just like very scary to me. For some reason I found ghosts a lot scarier than like the kind of like body horror
like the monsters
that you find. Yeah, because they're not, you know, they're not real. They don't seem like something you would see in real life, whereas like ghosts are like, as a kid especially, you're like, oh, ghosts, it's gonna show up under my bed, you know. Like I wasn't scared of Pyramid Head coming out of my closet, but ghosts were more of a realistic, definitely.
I've always said that the more realistic stuff in like games and movies, like that always gets me. I'm not really scared of the monsters. Like I'm just like, ooh, daddy monster, you know, like I have the complete opposite reaction. You're a monster like fucker too, right? I feel like I remember you saying that. Is it true? Or am I making that up?
I am. I have a rosette. I I have a rosette that says Monster Fucker on it.
Oh my God. She's just like me for real. So based. I knew you were based. I knew you were cultured. I had a feeling.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, so wow, that's so crazy how every guest has been like, yeah, I've loved horror since I was like 7 and my parents showed me. I'm like the odd one out. That's so crazy. That's so interesting.
That is crazy. Gosh, movies are a whole other thing. Like,
yeah.
Again, I've used to watch. I've watched like a lot of horror movies. I'm super passionate about movies. Actually, it's one of my like, I don't want to say hyperfixations, but like when I watch movies, I tend to watch them through the lens of like, how is this made? The practical effects, the special effects, the lighting, the shots, the scripting, and like the sound design and stuff like that. Just because I went to school for it. Yeah, I love movies. I love horror movies, especially because there's a lot of like sound design and scripting and special effects out of like every movie genre. I want to say like the one with the most creative freedom is horror, but like
yeah, no, I would definitely. I mean, maybe nowadays, like superhero movies are kind of getting into the realm of like really standalone like sound effects and movie choices and music and stuff like that. But yeah, it's become kind of like a meme about like horror movies and like the sound effects, like the guy on YouTube, like, did you see it? Like that kind of thing. It's like a meme at this fucking point. It like all started with the horror movies and like the violin, like the in the background, you know?
I remember, I don't want to take credit for this train of thought because I definitely had this conversation with Vividly Vivi, about this. So I'll credit her for this train of thought, but it's something I think about a lot. Horror as a genre in movies and in like other, like games or whatever, is like such a fascinating topic because throughout the years, going back hundreds of years, it's always reflected the fears of the time. And if you go back and you look at it, it's like a wonderfully like interesting timeline about like what the human species was scared of at the time, like what humankind was scared of. You've got like old monster movies like vampires and like supernatural stuff and like the old Dracula movies.
And nowadays
the whole
it's
era,
like technology and now more
AI
recently like
is becoming like super big.
Bioengineering, like it's insane.
So that it's crazy to see like the trends and like looking back on it and seeing like what people were afraid of and what people are afraid of now and how that's like very reflective of like humans as a species, which is like fascinating to me.
Absolutely.
So I'm very passionate about horror. For that reason specifically.
There's so much to talk about too. Like that's half the reason I started the show, so we could talk about stuff. So speaking of talking about horror stuff, you said you stream a lot of horror stuff. So I just wanted to ask what your favorite thing is about specifically creating horror content on Twitch. And I wanted to know if you always wanted to do that or if there was something that happened maybe on stream or in your content creation career that made you want to focus more on horror.
I feel like I was always like drawn to horror stuff just because I've always been like super into horror stuff, and it's my favorite game is Silent Hill 2, so I was like super into it. But also at the same time I definitely felt that like after streaming horror stuff, it's such an interactive genre. One can enjoy horror in different ways. And as a streamer, when you have a community, there's like, they're trying to scare me with like the bit redeems, like the sound redeems.
Oh yeah, Twitch chat loves to see a streamer scared.
So like if you're scared of the stuff, you can watch it. But also at the same time, if you're not scared of it, it's very fun to watch the streamer be scared. I also feel like it's one of those things that like, regardless of how many times you've seen the game being played, it's always fun to see a new perspective of it.
Yeah,
and
it's
watch
always
someone
unique.
new play it. It's always unique every single time.
Yeah.
I feel like with some genres, once you've played it yourself, it's like, oh, I've seen that get played. I know what happens, like whatever. But with horror, you can watch it like multiple times. You can also play it multiple times if it's been a while, like I'm definitely returning to some games that I really enjoyed a couple of years ago. I don't know, man. I feel like it's one of the most playable genres because you can play it
I agree.
one time and then like come back to it in 6 months and have a completely different experience. Or like, I don't know, I forget what I was playing, so I don't even know how it ends. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. No, I think the replay value, as a streamer and as a viewer, right? Because like you said, a lot of times viewers will watch us play games that we've already played, right? It's like, why? It's because they want to see like your reaction to it and your like experience with it. I mean, if you're a good streamer, you can make any game entertaining, but there's just something about horror games, and I just think it's about seeing people's reaction, you know? So I think that's a huge part of it for sure. Did you plan that from the start, or you just kind of like fell into it? I don't know like what the start of your streaming journey was like, but I don't know how much horror you played.
I think I was always kind of destined to stream horror games. I didn't plan it. I didn't really think about it. I think the first game I ever played was Final Fantasy 15.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's like crazy, completely different from what I ended up doing.
Yeah,
but
I actually started like a comfy game, like cozy game type vibe. Like I played a lot of simulator game, a lot of games with like animals and pets, Animal Crossing, all that. Yeah, and then came like October, and I was like, oh, like spooky month, I'm gonna play scary games. And then I saw how fun it was to like stream them and how much people enjoyed watching me play them. And I was like, oh shit, I should play more. And then now I'm pretty much exclusively a horror VTuber. So I want to know, what are some of the best and worst horror games or franchises that you've ever played or maybe seen in a movie or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I'm biased. I've already mentioned Silent Hill. Silent Hill isn't necessarily okay. This is gonna sound real controversial, but like, Silent Hill,
hot takes.
It's a good. It's nostalgic, you know?
Right?
It's nostalgic and it's a cult classic. Is it what society would consider good?
Right.
Sometimes. But if anyone makes fun of my Silent Hill games, I will cry. So. Yeah, no, good, yeah, I would call Silent Hill good. Some of the worst games, probably gonna be like an indie game that was like,
like a one-off game.
Yeah, a lot of indie games are really good though, don't get me wrong. I really like Visage. A lot of people, I'm playing Visage again soon actually, but
I never finished that one.
It's scary. It's so scary.
I got frustrated by the puzzles. They were a little obtuse. Yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this game is so. That was one of those games I was like, it's overrated. Like, why does everyone like this? And I never finished it.
I think I like it because it's like. It's like scary. I don't know. Again,
it is scary
and stuff like that. The atmospheric horror stuff is what gets me.
The atmosphere is done well. The scares are done pretty well. I just hated some of the puzzles. I was like,
oh no, you're so valid.
At one point, I was like wandering around a super dark room, like looking at drawings hanging from a ceiling or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I doing
no, you're
here?
So valid.
And I quit. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this game? I couldn't figure it out. And so I was just like, I'm done.
I was recently playing Silent Hill 4. And that game specifically, it's like, it does not know what kind of camera angle it wants to be.
There are so true.
Like,
oh my god.
Pick a type of camera angle. It's like fixed. Sometimes there's periods where it's like over the shoulder as well.
God, that was my biggest complaint. I actually didn't beat the original RE4 because I just couldn't deal with like the camera angles and the item management. Like it was just way too fucking hard. So I quit before I got to the end of it. The first time I fully beat it was with the remake because obviously they fixed all of those terrible aspects of the game. And I also couldn't just cope with the Ashley fucking the AI. I could not deal with her in the OG. She was terrible, but they made her much more bearable in the remake, and so I was able to actually get through it and beat it. But yeah, that was like a huge reason why I was like, fuck this in the OG version of the game, and I just stopped playing. I was like, I don't hate myself enough to keep torturing myself. I'll just wait for the remake.
I think that's like a thing that people overlook about like remakes. They're always like, oh, it's not like the original. It's not got the same vibe as it was. Like, it's the accessibility is a lot higher in the remake.
Yeah. So. Mickey wanted to know if you are a fan of co-op horror.
I do enjoy co-op horror. If I were to play like cooperative horror with somebody, it would have to be somebody who I like was very, very comfortable with, because again, playing horror games, it puts you in such a vulnerable situation, right? Like, I know that there's a lot of like, there's like phasmophobia and there's there's all like a whole bunch of games that are like around that, and that's different, I think. But like, I don't know. And also, Phasmophobia, I take that so seriously. I'm such a sweaty gamer for no reason when it comes to Phasmo. I am like, everyone shut up. I'm trying to find out what the ghost is.
I sit in the van and I'm like, I'll watch the cameras and your life meter. Have fun.
I'm so serious when I play Phasmo. I like when it first came out, I no-lifed it and I would play it for like fucking 7 hours straight on stream.
Oh
like
my
I used to
gosh.
Yeah, no, I have like fucking over like 400 hours in that game.
That's
but
insane.
like, yeah, I know. And I'm usually goofy, but when I play Phasmophobia, I'm a different person. And everyone's like asking the ghost if they like Bussy, and I'm like, can you shut up? Everyone's sanity is on 0. This is a mess. I get so stressed. I'm like the team mom. I'm like,
yeah, I would be the one asking about the Bussy, so I don't play with me.
Like, do you like Bussy? And I'm like, no, the ghost doesn't like Bussy. Can we play the game, please? But like, there's something about Phasmo that just brings out my inner sweaty gamer. It couldn't have been for anything else.
Oh my god, that's that's like Echo's Fortnite or Valorant. It's Phasmophobia.
Yeah, it's my league.
Not League. Oh god.
Not League. It's my league. While you were playing League, I was studying the true craft.
We are not the same.
We are not the same.
Here's a question for how you would control the narrative of your life if something very big changed, okay? So, if you could choose one character from any horror game or series to be your IRL best, who would you choose and why?
I thought about this a lot. Actually, this question was the one that I was like, who would I pick?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I assumed from this, and I don't know if this was supposed to be the context, I assumed that like I have been transported into the game that they are in. Like, they're not coming to me, I'm going to them, and that might not have been the interpretation that you wanted, but that's the one that
okay.
I thought.
Whichever way works for you. Go off.
I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was put into any video game, I would die because I'm not very capable, and I would just fall down. I wouldn't even like die by an enemy. I would just like trip over a rock and hit my head, and that would be it.
Okay, but what if your bestie's like super strong and can protect you? You know,
that's what I was thinking. Then I was also like on the flip side, I was like, okay, if I'm their best friend, then I have to follow them around. So like, it's like I am now like the NPC. Like when they're doing escort missions, I'm the one they're escorting.
You're Ashley. God.
I'm Ashley. I was like, well, it would have to be Leon Kennedy, wouldn't it? Because he's still alive. Like, I'm thinking about Resident Evil because like I wouldn't want to be in Silent Hill. Period. Like no one. And then I'm like, oh, so like probably Resident Evil because there's a lot of people in there that are just like they have sane of mind. So I was like, okay, so who out of all the Resident Evil people is the most likely to stay alive or to keep me alive? And it would have to be Leon Kennedy. Also, he's kind of nice to look at. So like,
oh my god, he is so nice to look at.
Kennedy.
It would have to be Leon Kennedy, shirtless with cat ears. Obviously, I mean that's the only.
And the G-string and the trap snap.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, she gets me. She gets me.
I'm the bestie who was like, you need to wear this. So for this particular question, I self-inserted as Ashley for this.
Oh my god, that is such a based answer. Honestly, that's such a good answer because like, let's be real, okay? Let's be real for a second. Ashley in Resident Evil 4 is the dumbest motherfucker. Like she is so stupid. Not a thought in her entire fucking head. Like nothing goes on in there.
You can tell that she's got money because she doesn't. This woman would not know how to peel an apple. You know what I mean? Like
literally, just so clueless. If like you had to be anyone being protected by someone, right? Like if Leon could protect someone as stupid as that and as helpless as that, then like that is the perfect person that you would want, because no matter how badly you fuck up, like he would just find a way to save you. And he's also fucking baby girl, so like why would you not want, like that's the perfect choice.
He's just a silly little guy with his silly little humor.
He's
a little bit of a himbo,
So I want to know, who is your absolute favorite villain or monster in any horror series, any horror game, and why? And it can be your most degenerate answer. I don't judge. I actually would encourage it because I want to hear it.
I mean, call me predictable. Well, but my favorite game is Silent Hill 2, so I have to go with my boy Pyramid Head.
Oh my god, so based.
Pyramid Head.
So based.
I have a poster of him in a promiscuous pose.
Oh my. If you were to turn into a monster or a villain that would be seen in a horror, or a scary game, what kind of monster or villain would you be, and what would your origin story be like?
I think that I would be like the queen of like a parasite colony. Like I would be like, there's a lot of little bugs. There's a lot of little bugs in the game. Yeah. And they're my worms. You like travel through the game. Or maybe there's a specific level that's all like goopy and stuff. You're like, what is this? What is this? And there's like worms everywhere, and they're like, will fight you. And they might not be that. Maybe like in the sewer or something. And then you like get to the boss arena, and it's like Queen Worm. And boy, has she been birthing.
All
boy,
the
has she been
eggs
laying some
around,
eggs
ready to hatch. Yeah. Oh my god.
What I'm saying is that if I was a horror game, I'd probably be like Resident Evil. I feel like Resident Evil would probably be like the most comfortable setting for that kind of monster. Yeah. I would be a big like pregnant worm.
Oh my god.
I would be a big queen worm that is laying eggs every second of my life. Like the whole like game, I'm still laying eggs.
So many tags on this monster. You got pregnant, egg laying.
I imagine one of my abilities would be to swallow you whole.
Yeah, vor.
Wow. Reverse vor.
Yeah. Damn. I love that. I don't usually like bug characters, but I'll make an exception for you, my queen.
You know, if I'm gonna be known as the piss tuber, I might as well be known as the pregnant worm piss tuber that lays eggs, you know, like
why not go a step further, you know, surpass everyone's expectation.
Yeah, I never do anything at half mast, you know. I'm never doing anything. You know, if I'm gonna
balls
commit.
To the wall.
I'm gonna commit until they're asking me, begging me even to not commit.
To please stop, actually. We don't want it anymore. It's just be like, no.
You wanted this! You did this to me!
This is her villain origin story. This is the revenge arc. It all leads back to chat calling you a piss worm.
Oh,
beautiful.
You want piss worm. And then I start like vibrating. Hold on. I start going, you want piss worm? I'll give you a piss worm. And then I just like grow. Oh no, I really created something here on this day. I'm so glad we could do this. I'm so glad we could establish this canon.
I'm so happy. This is the best VTuber lore I've ever heard.
I'm trying to convince her to let me out of the basement because now I'm like threatening her with the threat of like I'm going to lay eggs everywhere.
Little does she know that I would let her. Gonna open up the floor if you guys want to ask anything, Q&A, questions from you guys, anything you want to know. Yeah,
I dare you. I dare you.
Yeah, cowards. Ask a question.
Cowards. What's the matter? You're scared of my opinions?
Yeah, what the fuck? That's cringe.
What was your most recommended horror film or game? I personally, and this is gonna sound a little silly, but I really like the Child's Play movies. Like,
really?
I really like them because they're silly. They're comedy.
They're so goofy.
They're supposed to be. But that's the thing, though. People are like, oh, it's not even scary. It's goofy and silly. It's supposed to be. It's such an interesting genre that's not really done that much. I mean, I guess Scream does it as well.
That Scream.
I really like the Child's Play series because, again, it's like practical effects. Like, it's really interesting to watch how they created these like puppets and these animatronics. What is your most guilty pleasure horror movie?
Oh, I like that question.
I don't actually know. I feel guilty. I don't have. Go on, you tell me yours. I want to know.
Yeah, so you can think. So my guilty pleasure horror movie is fucking One Missed Call. Not the original one, the remake that came out like 10 years ago.
The remake? I don't think I've seen the remake. I've seen the original, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the remake it's so goofy, like it's so bad, but I don't know why. Like as a kid, I was obsessed with that movie. Like I watched it like 20 times. I just really, I don't know. I really like the concept of it. Like, and it was during that time where horror movies were starting to like include technology, like in the scares. And it was just like something about that movie. It's so stupid. It's so lame, but I love it. I could watch it like 100 times. I'm obsessed with that movie.
I still don't really know if I can think of one, but I definitely have a lot of memories of like just like cheap DVD, like to release to DVD, like movies that are like not necessarily good or popular, but like they're just fun.
Yeah, I felt that way about a lot of the horror movies that they used to put up on Netflix. There were some really goofy ones, and I always really liked watching them, even if, like you were saying, they're bad. Like they were just fun to watch.
I remember one. It's the Babadook.
Oh my god, I was just gonna say the Babadook. Oh my god,
I love the Babadook. It's so like
it's so stupid.
First time I thought it was scary, but like second time again, it's like, oh, it's just silly little. And then at the end, he's just like, just eating the worms. He just eating the worms.
Oh my god. Of course. Worm guy. Of course, she likes the movie where in the end they eat the worms.
I made a cameo in that movie.
Right. No wonder you love it so much.
I was the worm. Yeah. I have a question. What is your like least and most favorite like trope?
Okay, my least favorite trope, that's easy. I hate the trope of villain is bad because villain mentally ill and villain bipolar. I hate that when they use mental illness as the fucking crutch 100%. Of why the villain is bad. It's like, bro, just say that you cannot write. Like, just say that you are bad at writing. It's so lazy. It's so lazy. And like, it's not even like, oh, it happens in real life, so scary. Like, it doesn't happen. It's not a thing.
It's not, like, it's demonizing of people with mental illness. Like, like they don't have, like, we don't have enough stress. Also, as well, it's like, in my opinion, way fucking scarier when they're just evil.
Yes!
For no reason.
Yes!
When they are just like, I am just a mean, evil person.
That is so much more likely to happen.
It's fun to talk about things we hate.
Yeah, it really is. One trope that I think is funny and that I kind of enjoy is every time in a movie, in a scary movie, if two people have sex, those people will die. They always die. You cannot have sex in a horror movie because you will either die during the sex or like immediately after. Like you are dead. Do not touch privates 100%. In a horror movie. Like it's over.
No, that's how you die. It's either like touch privates and you die, or if you live, the woman is pregnant now. Like true. Sex in a movie, you have sex one time in a movie, it's like super sperm. She will get pregnant. There will be a sequel baby. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. Bye everyone. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go piss right down here under the desk.
Yeah, the piss worm she's pissing under the couch, guys. She's leaving her mark. It is time for everyone's favorite portion of the show, the usually monster fucking. I have a really bad track record for this, but man, you know what? Maybe it's a good track record. Fuck it. We're gonna do a smash or pass. Today's smash or pass is actually, it was chosen by Echo, and she chose the Bloodborne franchise. So we're gonna be smashing and passing some Bloodborne bosses. Yeah, let's get into it. Just as a preface, I don't know anything about Bloodborne. I am here for the ride. So first we have, I think it says Cleric Beast. Is that correct?
Cleric, yes. So the Cleric Beast is the first, I guess the first boss? Yeah, I think it's the first boss. Cleric Beast is the first boss. People Bloodborne fuckers out there. It's the first one, right? Bloodborne fuckers. Definitely a smash for me. Just because it's like, it's basically humanoid. It's got 2 legs and 2 arms and a head.
Right.
Like,
so we got our first smash. Okay. Next, we've got Father Gascoigne. Is that what?
Gascoigne.
Yeah.
Yes. Father Gascoigne's just a guy. He's
Daddy?
Just a guy. Yeah. He's just well, he is daddy. Is he a very good daddy? I don't know. He's just a guy.
Is he like religious in some way or?
No, I don't actually. Hold on. He's a hunter, I believe. He's a hunter.
Okay.
He has a daughter in the game.
Oh. Literal daddy. Okay.
Literal daddy.
Dilf.
I'm looking at the wiki now. Despite his title, he is not a priest.
Oh, so why the fuck is he named that?
Because he's a father. He's a father.
Is that his only redeeming like personality trait? Like
he's a hunter. He's a hunter and he's a father. Okay. I don't want to talk too much about like his family or his kid or anything like that because it is spoiler territory.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, no, I would pass. He's too, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's not even a very like conventionally, like he's kind of old looking. He's got like a beard.
Next we have Bloodstar Ved Beast. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, blood. I'm sorry. This text
No,
is so
you're
small.
good.
Blood
No, you're
starved
they are very
beast.
small. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the rabid dog, because he's a rabid dog.
Yeah.
And I will catch a fucking disease if I so much as look at this thing.
She does not want that dog in her, guys. She does not want that dog in her.
Yeah, you are correct.
Next, we have Vicar Amelia. That looks
Okay,
like
so she's a fan favorite, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? Chat, are you fans? Smash, okay.
Yeah,
Everyone's saying
I'm going
smash.
to hit smash. Yeah, no, for real. No, I smash too. I will smash too. I will take.
I get it.
Wolf mommy found the floor.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm sorry what I brought here on this here day. I brought it to the couch, and I'm sorry for what I've done.
It's all right. I threaten to vor chat all the time, so they're used to it. Or they should be, at least. Yeah?
Me next.
I mean, you are a gummy.
Okay, we have to end the stream here, guys. I got
yeah, we gotta go. Suddenly, I have plans. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, if I'm not here tomorrow, it's not for any VOR-related reason, okay? It's not for any VOR-related reason.
She's just under the couch. She's fine.
Yeah, I went on vacation, a very, very brief, very, very sudden vacation.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, so yeah, we would smash
the wolf mommy. Witch of Hemwick.
Oh, I don't know. Looking at she looking like a moldy piece of cheese. She's ugly. She's covered in eyeballs.
Yeah, she's
absolutely
she's
covered
a little freaky.
in eyeballs.
She's a little freaky.
If
not in the good way.
You're gonna itch. She's making me itch looking at her, actually.
Yeah, her hair looks itchy for sure.
Pass. I'm gonna catch a disease.
Yeah. Understandable. The next one looks super interesting, though. Next, we have Shadows of Yarnum. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. I see
Shadow of Yarnum.
3 guys, but they're tall, fit-looking boys in rows. So they've piqued my interest.
They're infested with snakes.
Oh
Lucky.
no! Why?
They're infected with snakes.
The potential. It was there.
I mean, I don't know.
And now it's gone.
I don't know. I have a pet snake.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I have a python.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you scared of snakes? It's okay if you are. I get it.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, no, you're valid.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be a deal breaker for me.
You can't see them.
Yeah, but you know they're there.
Close your eyes.
Come on. Okay. I don't know. Now she's trying to convince me, chat.
It's just a little guy with some friends. That's what I'm gonna.
Those are not my friends. Those are not my friends. I'm sorry.
I would smash.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it, but I can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Next, we have Rom, the vacuous spider. Am I reading that right?
You know, honestly, your guess is as good as mine on this one.
Oh, God.
Oh,
spiders, I'm out.
He's also, like, trypophobia warning.
Oh, yeah, he's, like, covered in holes.
Covered in holes. He's covered in eyes. On my channel, we have a saying.
Every hole's a goal? Is that the saying?
Every hole is a goal.
I knew it.
Every hole is a goal, and he is certainly a hole.
Right, but is he a goal? I know you're a bug, so maybe that is like different for you.
Yeah. You know what? That's very generalizing, and it's a very harmful stereotype.
Oh, but
I'm a bug.
Okay. I'm sorry. I
You think I'm a
apologize.
bug?
I thought maybe you guys had some common ground, and relatability means more smashability.
It does remind me of a late uncle.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know this is gonna sound really surprising, but I'm actually gonna pass on the giant holy bug. Yeah.
I don't blame you. I'm not surprised at all.
You guys.
I'm gonna say you're pretty based for that one. I'll say it. We've got Martyr Logarius next. He is literally. He's just a guy. He looks like fucking Gandalf.
Oh yeah, it's just
he's just an old man. Like what?
Looking too. Why he's so old? This man looks like if you even tried with him, he would turn to dust.
Literally, and like put him in an urn and just be done with it. Like he's dead.
I do not want Gust in the Gussie. You know, I don't want Gust.
It's not worth it. It ain't worth the smash. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, not interesting enough to make me curious.
Nope. There's literally nothing special about him. Like, he's just a guy who died, apparently. Fuck him.
This old.
Actually, don't fuck him.
Man. Do not fuck him.
Do not fuck. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just keep going.
Do not pass. That
All right.
was an easy pass.
Easy pass. Easy. Okay.
Pass.
Next, we have Dark Beast Harl. What do you think of him, Echo?
The beasts in Bloodborne are all like wolf-like because the whole theme is like, it's like wolves and then, it's very canine.
Yeah.
Adjacent. So they're very dog-like, which is, it's a delicate line.
For sure.
He does have like, I was gonna say he has kind of like a human face, but
it's pretty really. Human. It's like a skull, like a human skull.
I will say, where the dick at?
Oh, I mean, it's probably under all that fur. I'm gonna be so real.
What can he offer to me? What is he putting on the theoretical table?
I would pass.
He's just a pile of bones with some hair attached. I'm gonna pass. If he brought polite conversation, I would then maybe consider.
Right. I would be down to hang out. I don't know if anything further would come of that, but
I'm sure it's riveting conversation you'd have with this one.
Oh, 100%. So, what's it like being made of bones and hair, dude? How do you piss?
Hair on. How do you piss? You don't have a dick. Where's the piss coming from?
Where does it come from? Where do you store it?
Yeah. I have essential questions to ask your blind date.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1. Where you piss from?
Where do you piss from? Next Bloodborne boss we have here is the One Reborn. I'm gonna say it right off the bat. I would smash. He's like a giant, creepy, like bones looking thing. I would smash. He looks very appealing to me. He looks
wet.
The bottom part of him is made of like corpses, it looks like, or like people.
He's undead, made of like misshapen and decayed body type, like body parts.
Got it.
Which means he does have multiple penises.
So, therefore, smash. So you would smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you smash, I smash. That's,
Hell yeah. I mean, I would. Yep. From the moment I saw this man, or creature, yes, smash. Next up, we have Celestial Emissary. He looks like a nucleus.
It looks like a little alien. I know specifically this one. It's a little alien baby, but it comes with lots of other little babies. Like it's one big one and lots of big ones. And I just want to say, I'm not ready for that commitment.
Right.
I'm not ready to become a mother of like 12 little alien babies,
Yeah.
That's a lot of baggage. And I'm just like, I don't think I'm emotionally or physically ready.
That's a lot of baggage for a smash.
That's
you know what I mean?
a lot of baggage. There's a lot of baggage. I don't think the smash doesn't even look like it would be worth it, to be honest.
And I don't think so.
I don't want the baby. I don't want the babies there.
No, baby. So we're going to pass on this one?
Yeah, we're passing on this one. I will say his head looks like, those stress balls that are filled with Orbeez. I just want to
Yes!
I really want to squish his head.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only... I'll take one of the babies just to, like, this is mine now. And I'll just, like, squish his head till it pops. Like,
oh my gosh.
What is next?
I can barely read this. Someone's daughter of the...
Cosmos.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm brave enough for this one. I think it's a little too outlandish for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna smash tentacles. Every time, tentacles.
Who doesn't like tentacles? Oh, this next one looks super cool. Okay, so the next one's called amygdala. Why do I know that word? Is that like a part of your body or something?
I believe it is. I think it's a brain thing.
Yeah, I think so. So it's like a brain monster then, I guess. I like the look of him.
Yeah.
Like he all those arms. I mean, there's potential there. I would smash. I think this is a very good looking creature.
This is an easy smash. This is like, first of all, pretty humanoid.
Yeah.
Right? Despite the fact that like he got many arms. If it wasn't like a Bloodborne monster, shove this thing into like a simple indie game. That's a Tumblr sexy man waiting to happen.
Yeah. Or I could see him in like Stranger Things, like those like flower things. Like it reminds you of those for sure.
Yeah. No, if it was in Stranger Things, it would like infinitely people would want to fuck this thing, like 100%.
Absolutely. Next one looks like a dude. Host of the Nightmare. I can't read that first word.
Mikulash.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just a guy with a cage on his head.
Oh, okay.
I think I would smash him, but it would be a pity smash. It would be a pity smash, and I would be in control of the entire situation.
That's okay. A smash is a smash, you know?
I'm sorry, but like a man in a cage, I will power bottom the fuck out of any man in a cage. I feel like I'm really exposing myself.
Yeah, I love it. Aren't you glad you came here?
Definitely.
Next, we have Murgo's wet nurse. Oh,
wet nurse is like a bedside like nanny who also breastfeeds the baby. But this doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a nurse. There's no titty. So I'm telling you, I'm mad. It's false advertisement. Why is
that?
That
is false advertisement. There's a severe lack of titties, and I don't appreciate it. I don't even want to give them a chance.
No titty, no go. Sorry.
No titty, no go.
We're passing just for false advertisement. I'm salty. This is a salty pass.
Yeah, salty pass. Fuck you. Grow some titties.
You promised me. Grow some titties. You promised me wet nursing, and I am not seeing milk.
I think this is the last dude-looking dude. German, the first hunter. He's a guy, but he has a giant scythe and a top hat. I don't know.
Definitely.
I feel like I might smash.
You know, if I can fuck the like blob of like people, I could fuck the old man. Go on, put him on the smash list. Go
on. We love to see it. Oh my gosh, the next one, holy. Next we have Moon Presence.
Moon Presence is my favorite.
I can see why. Holy shit.
He's very cool looking.
Lots of tentacles.
Also, the cutscene where he like appears is very intimate. He like picks you up and like holds you. He's actually listening inside of you for something. I think it's like something to do with a thing. But he holds you up and like presses his head to your chest, like almost romantic. He is my favorite, and I would smash them again and again and again.
And again and again and again.
I would just smash. I would marry and like have this as my life.
I think they're my favorite so far.
Yeah,
I really like them.
Love Moon Presence.
Hell yeah. I'm becoming cultured today, chat. Next, we have Ludwig the Accursed.
Okay, so he's kind of horsey. A fun fact about me, I'm terrified of horses. I will say, like, he's a horse. He's probably hung like a horse.
Right.
Because his lower half is a horse. I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. His lower region, like the bottom half of him, is a horse. Okay, whether that's a positive or a negative, you can decide.
Right. That's individual.
Definitely passing. On him because I'm terrified of horses.
I don't think I would smash. I think I'm too scared. He's cool looking. I would not smash.
Yeah, I would not smash. You know, I'll give him a friendly pat on the rear hind.
I love that.
You know,
as you do. Next, we have Living Failures. Oh God, just like me.
Chat on this list.
Chat.
You didn't tell me you were on this list.
Here, the Living Failures.
Obviously, I would pass.
Oh. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like,
oh,
I see Lady. Okay, Lady. Someone
is it
of the Astral Clock Tower? I think
she's just a hot lady. Smash. She's just a hot lady. She's wearing like it's almost like pirate collar. It's like
smash.
She's just a hot lady.
Oh my god. Yep. Smash.
Yeah, she's just a pretty lady.
She is just a pretty lady. Oh God, this next one looks cursed. Okay. Orphan of Kos, I think it says. Kos?
Yeah. He is like born as a skeletal man, not a baby.
Yeah.
But also as well, just been born. Looks ugly. Also beats you to death with his own placenta.
That is so fucking vile.
Yeah, while sobbing as well. Like, you couldn't even do it with a brave face. Cute pass.
Yeah.
For me,
God. Ick. Pass.
Interesting concept, but not for the smashing and the passing.
Yup, exactly. Just not in this context. All right. We've got the last boy on the list. We've got Lawrence, the first vicar.
Vicar, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is like Cleric Beast, but on fire, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think you're right. They look very similar.
Cleric Beast, but a little toasty, a little warm, a little spicy even. I'll take it.
We love a bit of extra spice. A little heat, you know?
In the winter, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
Definitely.
So we wound up being exactly split evenly. That is so funny.
Look at that. Who would have thought it?
Who would have thought it?
Not me.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is it. We have talked about every horror topic under the sun. I feel like we covered a lot of bases today. We learned a lot about Echo and her piss and, you know, her love for Silent Hill and her love for fucking monsters. What else could we possibly yearn for, right, guys?
I really did just like put my whole personality out for the world to see. You're like listing stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's just me. Summary. Like I could have been here and been like, you know, I could have toned it down, but
no, never that.
That is just me and my branding. Hi, it's nice to meet everyone, and I hope that you had fun here today, and I really do appreciate being invited.
Yeah.
This is my first time on like a talk show.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, you were my first.
Oh my god,
and I
people shy. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on. I had a really fun time. And I'm glad I could hang out with you. I'd love to hang out again in the future. So guys, please go follow Echo. Echo's streams are super fun, very chaotic. She does a lot of really cool stuff, and I genuinely watch her streams all the time and have a very good time lurking and watching. She is also partner pushing. I don't know why she was too shy to mention that, so I'll fucking say it. She's trying to get partner. So please go follow her and go watch her streams. And please go help her get partnered on Twitch, okay? She deserves it. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Wait, can you jump up and say like and subscribe so I can use that for the ending of this?
Like and subscribe.
Beautiful. Thank you.